Welcome to Subramani. We have all suffered friends who think that they have found their way to nirvana, right? So, do you have friends who say the best thing to do in life is to play tennis or to run or to swim or join a gym, right? Something like that. They want to go onto the top of the mountain and shout that meditation is the way to improve your life or something like that. Why does this happen? What are they trying to tell you? I think it's something like this. When somebody says running has improved their life dramatically, let me take a running example because I know more runners than I know meditators also. What they actually say is their running has completely dramatically changed their lives. They have given up smoking, they have given up drinking, and they are now running. There are people who have given up sugar to become a better runner, and all these things have happened, right? So what happened? What really happened? Why did they improve as a runner, and why am I talking about this here? I think it's very simple. You start running, and it's not that overnight you become a great runner. So you first bring discipline into your life. Well, what happens is, let us take running. You meet a good running coach, or you meet a friend, and he says, well, you don't have to do anything great, you have to just run every day. So you decide to run 2-3 kilometers every day. So the first week you run for 3 days and your legs start aching, and then you tell yourself, okay, I will run, I cannot run today. So you take a 1 day gap. So first week was, instead of running for 7 days, you ran for 4 days or 5 days and saying, oh, this is what I can do. Again you do it for 4 days, 5 days, 4 days, 5 days, but you do it regularly. Then you do 3 days, you forget to do it 1 day, then next day you're in office or you partying late, so it becomes 2 days a week, then it becomes 1 day a week, then you say, oh, this is bad, then you go back to 5 days a week. But one thing which it definitely does, it forces you to switch off whatever you're doing at 7:38, finish your dinner so that you hit the bed by 10, because morning 5:30 your running group runs. So 5:30 if you have to be up, then 9:30, 10 you have to be down in bed. So that is first thing. What happens is you have brought discipline into your life in your sleeping, because you need your 7-8 hours of sleep. You cannot sleep at 12 o'clock and get up at 5:30 and run. You just can't do it. Try doing it. Maybe you can do it once. You can do it twice, but you cannot do it consistently. You need your 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours of sleep. Some people live with 5 hours, but yeah, normally let us assume you need 7 hours of sleep. So you will sleep early because you have to start running at 5:30, which means you have to get up at 5. So if you need 7 hours of sleep, you have to be in bed by 10, 9:30 preferably, so that you go to sleep by 10, right? So that discipline gets built. You're no longer attending parties in the evening because you have to attend to your runners in the morning. So when your running friends say, let's meet at 5:30, it does not mean 5:30 in the evening, it means 5:30 in the morning. It could mean 5 in the morning. When you talk of drinks, you're talking of protein drinks or some replenishing drinks rather than alcohol. So all your alcohol friends get dropped by the way, and you start having more meditation friends or running friends. In this case, let's say you have more running friends. Why am I saying all this? Because even for investing, this is how it's charged. You need to have discipline. Many people think you will become rich by earning well. Not true at all. Of course, if you earning well is a very important need, but all people earning well don't become rich. To become rich, you need to know how to save and how to convert that saving into investment. And believe me, this is a continuous process which you should have started at the age of 0. When I say 0, it means somebody, let's say your father started an SIP for you when you were 0, and that money accumulated till you're 18, and at 18 or 22 or 23, when you start working, your dad says, okay, now continue this SIP. That discipline is something which you have to learn. Should you save 10% of your income? Should you save 20% of your income? Should you save 95% of your income? Is your call individually. But the ability to invest starts when you're earning even as small an amount at 22 and not exactly what you're earning at 50. So at 22, if you're earning, let's say you're earning 4 lakhs per annum. And after all deductions, you get something like 28,000 or 29,000 as a take-home pay. You need to know how much to save from that. So you use rules like 30, 50, 20 rules, by which you spend something on mortgages, you spend something on your personal life. but you invest or you save at least 20%. So right, so maybe after some time you start saving 10% for retirement alone, but you start saving. First step is saving, then converting that saving into investments. You need to know all this, and all this can be learned. It is not as though you can't learn it. Go to an advisor and learn with him, along with him, and say, look, I may not need you after 4-5 years after I learn. That's fair enough. Or you start saying, I will do investing in an index fund, and as I learn, I will diversify my investments. But everybody tells me index funds are good, so let me start putting money in an index fund. It is much better than putting money in a recurring deposit, or even worse, not doing anything at all and spending the money. So what made you a good meditator is not one evening meditation, right? It is not that you did one session of meditation and you said meditation is the way to go. No, you went home, you experimented, you failed. You did not have the discipline to sit through 1.5 hours of meditation. So then you started sitting for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You keep increasing your capacity. Exactly how you would increase your capacity as a runner. Increasing your capacity, bringing in the discipline, doing it. It's like you never tell anybody that you're very disciplined because you're brushing your teeth, right? It has become habit. You don't tell anybody, I'm very disciplined, I get up in the morning and make my bed. You don't say that. It's part of your life. You don't say you're very disciplined by taking bath every day. You do it, just do it. That's right. So similarly, the discipline that I can bring in is to say I will put up 1 or 2 videos every day. Of course, there will be days when I miss it, but the discipline to write 1 blog every day, which I had in my blog, I'm just trying to translate it into my blog. That kind of, you need to be focused on that. You need to do that. So it is not the meditation that is making you making your life better. It is not the running, it's not the cycling, it's not the swimming. It is your determination to do it day in and day out consistently. First you do, then you fail, then you do, then you fail, then you get a guru, whatever. At some stage you say, okay, meditation is like second nature to me. I can meditate sitting in the aircraft lounge. I can I can sit in the plane and meditate. I can meditate in the traffic jam. If you're not driving, I can meditate wherever I want. But this did not happen overnight. So you have to become a good investor. Again, you start with the discipline, saying, I will save 20%, I will save 20%, I'll save 20%. Then you increase it to 22%, 25%, because your income is also going up. That is how you become a good investor, not overnight saying, if I get a lottery, I will become a good investor. No, you will not. You will have lot more money, but you will still be a bad investor. So to become a good investor, learn the process of investing, start investing, do all those things. That is far more important, because today you may have 50 rupees, tomorrow you will have 500 rupees, then one day you may have 50 crores. But the habits that you learn on the way of becoming a good investor will always stand you in good stead. Thank you. It is not that people who are rich got rich overnight. They, with their disciplined approach to investing and learning, they slowly became good investors, better investors, and then best investors, right? So that is how the whole process started, which is exactly why if you are going to harness compounding, it is very important that you take care of your health. Because for compounding to work, you have to live long enough. Look at the difference between how much wealth Rakesh Jhunjhunwala could have created more if he had lived till 92 like a Buffett, right? So he understood compounding, he understood all that, but his life was cut short, right? He was just 60 plus, just 60, barely 60, maybe 62. And he died. Whereas Buffett, whatever it is, genes or whatever, his good health has helped him create much more wealth. Imagine the amount of wealth that would have created. Let us say today Rakesh, when he died, had X amount as wealth. If he had managed it, how much would it have become? From 60 to 90, right? So 30 years, assuming that every 3 years he doubles the money at 24%. Actually, the IRR is even better than that. Can you imagine how many times it would have got doubled? It would have got doubled 10 times, right? So let us say X would have become 2X, would have become 4X, would have become 16X, would have become 32X, right? That is how the money would have gone up, right? So so the discipline which you build when you have 50 rupees will hold you in good stead when you have 50 crores. That's the main essence of it. Thank you.